Yo, what up, beautiful people? It is Jam the comedian here.
It's Mr. Nice Guy back on the couch.
And this is Experts on the Couch, where we talk sports, give our expert opinion, but obviously from the couch. Yeah, we've got a lot of talking points this week. It was a busy sports weekend.
Special one for South Africa. Long weekend started.
Long weekend, yeah. Long weekend started. Let's get right into it. We're gonna, obviously, as usual, we start with the schoolboy. Nothing much to write home about. I think most schools are on holiday. I saw Kingswood play Woodridge. That was like a 40-point gap. The big ones that I saw was House versus Hilton.
Yes.
Obviously, that went down at Meadows at my class. 2016, Hilton had only lost to Maritzburg leading up to that one game, and then they lose the big one.
Sure.
What I like about those derbies is that they play each other twice. That's something that I always didn't like when I was back at school. St. Andrews, we didn't play a single school twice, and I think it's good for schoolboy culture to play your rivals twice
100%,
in a year.
so important.
Yeah, I think just for the vibe, and also 2-0 or 1-1. That's still spicy, for whichever team.
No, 100%,
does the double, as they say. So, speaking about St. Andrews, a crazy game I watched. In between the Springbok game, I was on my phone and then obviously watching on the big screen. Dale 42, St. Andrews 36.
Sure.
That is
wow.
A high scoring game. I'm sure the defense coaches or whoever's in charge of defense for both teams.
Not too happy.
Yeah, not too happy. St. Andrews' last game, St. Andrews were 24-7 up at a stage.
Wow, what was that Saturday afternoon as well?
That was Saturday afternoon. Wow. Very unfortunate, St. Andrews' last game of the season. Quite a not the greatest of seasons. I think they were 14 games, 1-2.
Yeah, no, tough out there.
So it's very, very tough for them. Lose the last game at home as well. First time Dale's beaten St. Andrews at St. Andrews since 2004 or 2003 or thereabouts. So
22 years and counting.
22 years and counting. So the Dale, when Dale came onto the field, they celebrated rightly so. It's been a long time since they were in the conversation to beat us at St. Andrews. So congratulations to Dale.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm sorry. Sorry
No. You gotta give credit where credit's due, and Dale didn't stop fighting that game. And then URC final. Please talk us through that, Mr. Nice Guy. As you know, Bulls, another second place finish. Where does this Bulls team go from here? But just give us a little breakdown of what you saw happen in the final.
Yeah, Jam. Like before we jump straight into the game, I just wanted to reiterate what you were saying. The past 6 years, they've been in 4 finals and they just can't get it over the line.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but again, obviously Leinster at home with the dominant 36-7 victory. I mean, the Bulls weren't in that game at any stage of the game, which I found quite surprising because, like I was saying last week, I thought they would dominate the set pieces from scrums to lineouts, but not even that. I mean, Leinster were causing chaos everywhere at every single breakdown at lineout time. I think the tactic that obviously the Leinster management team and the Leinster squad went in with was absolutely impeccable. They were just so clinical in every single aspect of the game, from defense to attack, to know when to compete, to when to kind of hold back. They were just really clinical in those small moments, and obviously that adds up, and then eventually it adds up on the scoreboard as well, and the scoreboard speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But again, it's always hard for South Africans to talk about this because, yes, our game is a kicking game, and we must play that side of the field. But that Bulls side has some incredible X factors, and I would love to see them run the ball a little bit more.
I'm with you. It obviously didn't go according to plan at all for the Bulls. I mean, I remember at the end of the second half, I mean, end of the first half. Pollard missing touch. You know, there was just these things that just didn't click on the day. The Leinster, like you said, Leinster coaches got it right. The Leinster forward pack was running ragged at the stage, and it looked like it was just like a step above what the Bulls could do. Exactly. But I don't know where the Bulls can sort of tweak it going forward, because I think this Bulls team has a good mix of players. It's also got a good mix of, I think, of the age group of players.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, Marcel Coetzee was saying after the game that, you know, they prepared the best they could. They did their homework, and they thought they would also get into a more forwards-dominated sort of scenario, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, like you're saying, I think what you're saying is perfect. Is that maybe the Bulls need to be more expansive next year and actually use their weapons.
For sure.
Yeah.
For me, it was like exactly what you just said, like two factors. That's number one, and then number two, not shooting down the defensive coaches and the management out there at all. But I mean, the Bulls leak 30-35 points even when they win a game.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's a bit of a
it's something to look at. Yeah, definitely. And then you had the Super Rugby, the Canes versus the Chiefs.
Wow.
Talk us through that. That could be close to the record score. I think the record score maybe in Super Rugby was when the Bulls beat the Chiefs.
Correct. I mean,
but this is close, or if not, it's taken over.
No, I mean 60 points to 5. I think that just pips it. But I mean, honestly, if you put that whole Hurricane side New Zealand jersey, they're not going to look out of place.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they're joking about this Hurricanes Bordeaux Beagles game, I mean, I would absolutely love to see that. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that these two clubs, they almost like putting in the same bracket as an international squad.
Yeah.
And I actually agree with them. I mean, the squad that they have, and they've shown it in the quarterfinals against the Brumbies, put them away by 40 points. Blues in the semi-finals put them away by 35 points. And then just to top it off against the Chiefs in the final by 55.
I mean where did we even have that in our picks? Did we?
Well, I was actually quite respectful to the Chiefs because they're a very good side, and obviously D-Mac playing at 10, and I mean they've been incredible this whole season, hence why they're in the final. But in our picks we said minus 14, and when the kickoff happened, Jam, I was like, I'm sure both of us were very nervous. I was like, that is 15 points is quite a lot. That's 3 tries if you think about it.
And they went. We're gonna match that and go.
No, it was beautiful.
Go further and further.
I knew the pick was safe at half time, really.
We were definitely safe for quite a large amount of that game. And then another big rugby, or staying in rugby, Northampton, they won the English League. One of my favorite players was the star of the match, and actually one man of the match. HP Source, as they call him, Henry Pollock. Talk us through what you saw. I only caught the highlights, but it looked like Northampton Saints had a good day out.
Yeah, no, what an incredible game. I actually commentated on the game, Jam, and I mean, it was an absolute incredible game to commentate on, just because, like, the whole world, as of me, was surprised because Exeter Chiefs in the final. I mean, they burned through Bath in the semis and like some of the best squads out there, and no one expected it. And they rocked up in the final as well, actually leading most of the game out there. Yeah. You could see Northampton Saints towards the end of the first half. I think there was about 6 or 7 unforced errors in the last 20 minutes, which is very unlike the Northampton Saints side. So they looked a bit rattled, but then, as they do, as you say, that bit of HP Sauce over that whole team. It's just, he's a special human on and off the field. And like, I think we were discussing this over a beer last week, and like we were saying, like, a lot of people think he's arrogant and don't like him, but like, personally, I think we need more of this in the game, man.
That's what we chatted about, for anyone wondering. Literally, we were sharing a beer and we were just saying rugby needs more personalities like Henry Pollock, where people, whether you like him or not, he delivers. There's expectation. He meets the expectation. He also brings personality online. That's how the game grows. You need big personalities, guys who are going to go out there and make the posts, make trending reels, and make highlights that are watchable.
Exactly.
I mean, the way he pops up, after someone's broken the line is crazy. His highlight reel that's literally he's one of probably the best right now in the world at reading those sort of, especially as a loose forward, reading those sort of plays. So
loose forward on the wing on attack.
Yeah, exactly. And he really goes for it, and he matches whatever personality he has, whatever he does online that people say he does match it with results. And as we saw, man of the match in the Premiership final. That's what big players do.
100%.
Especially if people are going to talk about how out there he is, how flamboyant, whatever. He delivered
every time.
So for me, I respect that even more. And like I say, I still want more personalities like that in rugby to help grow our game and make it more watchable for other audiences around the world.
For sure. I mean, as you were saying, obviously Henry Pollock he deserves all this chat because he's such an incredible human on and off the field. And I haven't had the privilege of meeting him, but reading from his people's chats and his squad members out there, they absolutely adore him.
Yeah.
But also just wanted to speak about, the Alex Mitchells and the Finn Smiths out there. They've also have been absolute X factors out there. But the one I really wanted to give kudos out there was our South African boy. 25 minutes in the final, touched the ball 6 times, 42 meters. JJ van der Merwe.
That's a big boy. Yeah, that is a big lad. And what I like about him, and as a big lad myself, is his ability to play the ball as well. He likes to make little cute passes.
He thinks he's a 10.
Yeah, I think he's a 10 at times. Sometimes he pops up in places where you're like, no, he shouldn't be there.
No, how did he get there?
How did he even make it? But then he's able to read the game so well. I think there's a future there. I think Rassi just needs to speak to him, and then they get him. Who's the coach that has his private training sessions?
Don.
Yeah. Go to his farm for a month or two, and then
100%.
We'll see something special there. But definitely a good moment for South African players abroad. So moving on from the sort of club rugby, franchise rugby, we're gonna move now to the two sort of international fixtures that took place. SAA versus Namibia. Let's start with that. What's your thoughts about that? I wasn't able to watch that game live, but I saw the highlights and looked like not
Zimbabwe.
Not Namibia, Zimbabwe. Sorry. I apologize, Sables. I apologize. I should have known better. The Sables, as you know, one of the Rondebosch coaches coaching there. Another friend of mine, Senna Esterhazen, coaching there as well. What did you think about the game? What did you? What can you share with?
Yeah, well, first of all, I would like to touch on the Zimbabwean team slightly. I thought that fullback coming from Varsity Cup level, he was absolutely incredible on Saturday. Their 10, obviously, you could see he was filling in for their 10 that normally plays for them. Their pack actually really. I was very surprised. Obviously, at scrum time, yes, they struggled, but so does every other country in the world.
That's a given by now.
But I really want to give hats off to that Zimbabwean team. Yes, I know they would have liked to put a point or two on the scoreboard, but conceding 40 points against such a talented team. That the whole
a young talented team as well.
It was almost like on a 20 side with a bit of
Grootman here and there.
Yeah,
Grootman here and there. But even Vince Chichuka was there.
I liked his maturity as soon as he got that captaincy band and he moved to the number 4 jersey.
Yes.
I think it's like he's got a bit more of tactics to play towards, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Less freedom for him actually works, and I think it's really fitting his game quite nicely.
I also feel like he's a player that I think could be working his way into the World Cup squad if he continues what he's doing. Like you're saying, the work he put in when he was playing lock, I was very impressed with what I saw in the highlights. I mean, now it looks like he can cover 4,
No, exactly.
7,
Quite comfortably.
and possibly 8.
Yeah.
So he's a perfect squad member to have. Also, obviously, you know, when you go to the World Cup, you have a couple of players who aren't really part of the first team squad, but will be part of the team that, you know, when it's time for the first team squad to rest. And given his leadership skills, given his versatility and the amount of positions he can play, I think he's a guy we could start looking at as maybe, you know, sort of a guy that can book himself a flight to Australia if he continues with this trajectory.
Rassi can book it for him.
Yeah.
But also, like, moving on to the backline, we just must touch on that because, I mean, like, I don't want to speak the whole day about it because the amount of talent in that backline is next level. But, I mean, obviously, starting with nines, I mean, Hashim Peter and Imad Khan, I mean, talent-wise, same players.
Yeah.
I mean, what they produce week in and week out, and they're incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I would have a huge headache as a coach if I had them in my same squad. Obviously, moving to Flav, Yakin Ahmed, absolutely incredible until that brain fart happened.
Yeah, unfortunate to get I mean, we don't want dirty play, but I think it wasn't intentional, but what happened.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, then obviously Marcus Miller didn't touch the ball enough for me, but like even so, he found his way to the try line.
Yeah, he still found. Yeah,
he knows how to do it.
He got one under his belt.
And then sorry, Jambo, for just interrupting. Then last year, I just wanted to obviously speak about this electric kid. I'm so excited about him. Siaya.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
But he's picked up an injury.
He's out now. Unfortunately, he's missing the under-20 championship a month. But at the same time, I know it sounds like a bit selfish, but at the same time, get him into rehab, get him into the Springboks setup, start grooming him now already.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what he did for the Sharks when they decided, you know what, let's throw you in the deep end, and he was swimming very well. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the Springboks versus Barbars. Obviously a big victory. We put 80 points on the Barbars. Barbars looked decent sometimes throughout the game.
Good team.
Not a bad team at all. What were your highlights for the South African players? Who would you say did you feel put their hands up, and or did you think it was just business as usual?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of players had a point to prove, and obviously there are a lot of debutants as well out there. For me, just starting up front, Sadi and Andre Hugo Venter were absolutely incredible. Yeah. I mean, I think Andre Hugo Venter went through 3 different wars in that one game, but just kept coming back for more. Riley Norton, I mean, he's an absolute tank. He adds such like an engine to that pack.
I mean, we're so blessed at times. No. South African, honestly, like what we saw on Saturday, like you're saying, just the names you just mentioned now. Hugo Venter was on the outskirts of the box.
Exactly.
A year ago.
100%.
Looked like he's
fifth hooker, whatever. Hooker.
Now he's making a name for himself using his opportunity. This is what I always like about players as well, when they use the opportunity. Ed will use his opportunity. Curtly, obviously, unavailable because he's with the Bulls.
Yeah,
scores a hat trick. Kieran Horn showing that he can play 10. I mean, yeah, just talk us through some of the highlights that you saw in the game from, more, backline and forwards. Was anyone else who surprised you besides the 2 guys you already mentioned?
Yes, yeah, no, 100%. Obviously, like moving on to flanks. I mean, a lot of the Oaks coming back from Japan often worry me in terms of like the speed of play coming back to international level. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Cheslin and Faf and them had a bad game, but you can see in moments that the speed's a bit faster at international level.
Yeah.
Peter Steff did not show that. He kept fetching that first receiver every single time. It was lovely to to see that man out there again. Moving to the back line, absolutely loved Vusi Moyo when he came on. That boot was electric. He knew when to pass. His execution was just impeccable, and I'm super excited about this fly-off, as I normally am. And then who else? I mean, like, there's obviously so many to speak about, but the one I'm leaving for the end is someone that I don't think gets enough credit, and he is an absolute tank of an eighth man. And like we all talking about Cameron Honeycombs and Evan Roosters, and yes, they are incredible players. And these Pepsi Buthelezis, most of these players will start for most countries, but guys, do not rest on this oak. I promise you, he's almost like, I know this is a big statement, but a Dwayne Vermeulen 2.0. This Jasper Wiese has matured as a perfect eighth man.
Yes, Jasper Wiese. I was speaking to my older brother about it. Oh my goodness. Does that man like to go forward? Does he put in the work?
No, it's next level.
Like, the first time, I'm just thinking back when Jasper Wiese, at first it seemed like he came out of nowhere when he first, sort of was part of that 2023 squad that won. Like, he came out and then he just was bulldozing people, but now he's just on point, man.
For sure.
He's on point.
You hit the nail on the head. They're like, he's been bulldozing people for years, and he's been loved doing that. That's what he loves doing. But the problem was, every second box kick he used to drop, every second pass from the scrum off he used to drop, and that's why Rassie actually, well, I don't know if Rassie sent him there, but there was definitely a game plan in sending him overseas and obviously correcting these errors. And you can see it evidently. He doesn't drop balls anymore. And now he just bulldozes over people every time. So like, for me, he was like honestly the most special player on that field on Saturday. He was just like so consistent, got our team flowing forward every single time, and that's why our backline can just fizz like that.
And then obviously now they just dropped the squad for the what's it called, the
46-man squad.
Any surprises for you?
I was a bit, like, I heard a bit more news afterwards, when digging and chatting and stuff, but I was a bit surprised about Faf not being one of the scrum-offs. I thought he had a really good game, even though...
Herschel Yankee's back in the system. That's surprising.
Yeah, so I was very surprised, exactly that swap. And I was digging into it a little bit more, and I think it was just a Rassie thing of saying we are getting Faf back into the squad, back into the speed of play, and exactly what I'm trying to get at. These overseas players need to understand the system again. They've been over there for months and months and years even.
But there's too many shocks, in my opinion. I don't know what you thought. I don't think there's many shocks.
No.
But one thing that I did discuss with you briefly, some of the old heads, it looks like it could be, the writing on the wall could be there for some of them in terms of participating in next year's World Cup. I mean, Lukanya Am's been left off, Faf's been left off, Vili, Mapimpi, Mbonambi.
I think Bongi was a big one for me. I know he's got a few niggles. The other ones, yes, I mean, they've been incredible for us, and like, I'm not going to take any credit away from them. Bongi and Mbonambi, massive call for me. But again, I don't know the ins and outs of his niggles. But Jam, I honestly believe that if we're allowed to take 27 players to the World Cup, Rassie's going to take 35, because he's going to use these players as like mentors off the field. They're going to come with. I'm not saying they're going to play, but they're going to be with us.
My only issue is with Mapimpi. He's 3 tests away from 50. I just hope in this time between now and Australia, we can give him a proper send-off for the 50th cap.
Yes, true.
He deserves, he's put in the work. He deserves it. Obviously, sport, you know, can sometimes doesn't go that way. Doesn't always go you finish how you'd want to. But I wouldn't mind seeing that gesture given to Mapimpi, a 50th test cap. I hope.
Do you know what the problem in South Africa is now? Is that we've seen it. Rassie really, as much as I love Vili Leroux, he really groomed him to his 100th test match there. So please do the same for Mapimpi.
Let's just give him D-Rex. He's been such a great servant to the game. I mean, the first South African to score a try in a final, 2019. Those memories in Japan, the kick, the chip over the top, Lukanya Am back inside. I mean, those guys have, really put up their hand in a difficult time in Springbok in the Springbok history, where we had a shaky period, and then those guys went to Japan with another plan, and we're sitting back-to-back champions. Okay, so now let's move on to the Under-20 World Cup. We just saw Georgia do an upset of New Zealand. Any predictions for who you think will win the tournament?
Yeah, the Australian under-20 side's looking very strong. I'm not saying they're going to go the whole way. Obviously, all of you guys watching are going to think it's a very biased opinion, but I think the squad that South Africa have at the moment is just unbelievable, and the point that Rassie's giving some of these youngsters a chance at senior rugby, they're going to come back here and kind of act like schoolboy rugby again. I honestly do believe that, and yes, we've lost Riley Norton, but this gives the opportunities, and I don't know if you've heard, but the hooker from Kes, he's been named captain for the Under-20 Championship, so congratulations to him as well.
Oh, no, that's great to hear. And New Zealand, do you think they've got a chance? It is a warm-up game, but that's not how they would have wanted to start their preparations.
No, for sure. 22-19 down against Georgia, and after South Africa giving them 40 points 2 months ago at the Rondebosch Boys High School, I think it's a tough pill to swallow. But as all my friends know, I'll never write New Zealand off. I absolutely,
you never do. You never ever do. Okay, quick one to touch on the football. I know this was obviously a rugby heavy segment, but Bafana Thursday morning our time. I don't know what time in Mexico, but do you think we can do it?
3 a.m. last game of pool stages. Do I think we're going to do it? Are you saying is that a win?
Yeah.
Jam, I have to, obviously, as I said to you, I love South Africa with all my heart, but when it comes to the couch, we have to start thinking with our brains.
Yeah. That's why we're the experts.
To answer your question, I think we're going to come short 2-1, unfortunately. What is your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a draw. I think we're looking at a 1-1 situation. I'm hoping for the best. Like you say, we obviously try to be as positive as possible, but it is South Korea. They're a well-drilled
Brilliant
team.
Side.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I wish we had more time for football. The World Cup is starting to heat up. Messi, broke the record. Kylian Mbappe closed on his heels as well. But that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, click that share button. Make sure that you guys follow us on social media. Experts on the Couch. I'm Jam.
Mr. Nice Couch, yeah. And yeah, well done to all the champions out there, and what an incredible rugby season. Thank you again.
Cheers.